Hello everyone and welcome to Math Olympiad problem series. Now here let us solve the second question. What to show that? We have to show that this particular equation x to the power 1000 minus x to the power 500 plus x to the power 100 plus x and then plus 1 is equals to 0. This is one equation has no rational roots. So you all know that what is rational number. Rational number means any number which is of the form p by q, where q is not equals to 0. So we have to show that this particular equation has no rational root. So we will do it in a reverse way. So like this, let p by q, where HCF of P and Q is 1 and Q is not equals to 0. So we are supposing P by Q as rational number, and let us suppose that this is a root of this particular equation. So what I am saying, we are doing in a reverse way, means we have to show that this is not a root. So let us suppose that this is a root. So we will get a contradiction. Okay. Q not equals to 0 is a rational root of the given equation. Okay, of the given equation. So we are supposing that p by q is a root. So if it is a root, then the value of p by q must satisfy this equation. Okay, if it is not satisfied, the value of p by q does not satisfy this particular equation, then we say that there is no rational root. Okay, now some conditions are there, like q should divide the coefficient of leading term. Now we see, let us see the polynomial. So this is the leading term, is highest term. So what is the coefficient here? So since nothing is mentioned, so we will suppose that the coefficient is how much? 1. So meaning is what? Q should divide 1. Okay. So what should be the value of Q? If Q divides 1, then what factor divides 1? Either 1 or minus 1. So the value of Q will be plus minus 1. In the same way, P should divide. So these are some conditions or properties of a polynomial. Divide the constant term. Now which is the constant term? The last one. So constant term is what? 1. So P should divide 1. So meaning is what? The value of P is equals to how much? Plus minus 1. So if the value of Q is plus minus 1 and P is also plus minus 1, so therefore P by Q is equals to how much? Plus minus 1. That is either P by Q equals to 1 or P by Q equals to how much? Minus 1. So there are two possibilities. The value of P by Q. What is P by Q? P by Q, we are supposing that this is a rational number. So the value of P by Q is either 1 or it is minus 1. So what we suppose that this is a root. So if P by Q is a root, so that means the value of P by Q, which is 1 or minus 1, must satisfy this particular function f of x. So now we'll put 1 in place of x and then again minus 1 in place of x. If it is 0, then these are the roots. But what to show that? No rational root. Okay, no rational root. So whatever value you get here, there is 1 and minus 1, those are not going to satisfy the equation. So let us suppose now f of P by Q equals to 1. So first we are putting 1. So first term is what? X to the power 1000. X is how much? 1. So it is 1. Then x to the power 500. X means 1. So 1 to the power 500 is 1. Then again 1 to the power 100 is 1. Then plus x, which is 1. And then minus 1. So is it clear to all of you? We are putting the x equal to 1 in this particular polynomial. Okay, this polynomial. So 1 to the power 1000 is also 1, 1 to the power 500 is also 1. So after putting, you see this 1 cancel out, this 1 cancel out, but still 1 is left out. So this is not 0. So if it is not 0, therefore 1 is not a solution. 1 is not the solution. Similarly, if we put the other value, that means p by q is equals to how much? -1. So in the same way, you just check. Now you put all the values. First term is what? -1 to the power 1000. So -1 to the power 1000 is +1. Then -1 to the power 500. It is 1. Then -1 to the power 100. 1. Then plus x. X is our -1. And then -1. So this cancel out. This cancel out. Is how much? -1. So this is also not equal to 0. So what we suppose that p by q is a rational root, but both the values of p by q are not satisfying the equation. So hence there is no rational root. Okay, so is it clear to all of you? So I hope you like the solution. So if you like my videos, then kindly subscribe it and share with your friends also. Thank you once again for watching.